It's a great time to really string those two victories together. Can you just talk a little bit about what's been working for your team today here?
Well, this morning was obviously a close game. We had to grind that one out. They were playing really well, and it was a key win for us to get on a bit of a roll. And all the teams here are playing so well. We're just trying to read the ice every game and learn a little bit more about our rocks and how we're needing to throw it to make shots. So it's one game at a time here right now, but it was nice to come out with 2 wins today.
An event like this can be filled with nerves, especially getting down to the final few days here. How nice was it to get that 5 in this game and really just kind of coast away with it?
Yeah, it was a good end by us. We made a lot of nice hits to kind of just keep our rocks in the rings. So it was nice to get a 5 there and kind of like increase the gap that we had. But I mean, the game's never over, so we had to stay tough, and it was a good finish.
How does your team now kind of focus for this? You have the night off, and then you're going to regroup and come out tomorrow, and a win would really go a long way in helping cement your place in that final 3. So how do you kind of regroup and really focus on tomorrow against Flaxey?
Well, we mostly just try to focus on playing the rocks and not who we're playing. And I know it's tough to play a team that hasn't won as many games as they were hoping to in an event in the last game, and so we're going to really just try to focus in and hope for the best.
It can be a good way to play a spoiler, so it'll be something that you want to obviously avoid for tomorrow.
Exactly. Everyone always wants to play spoilers, so we're going to have to be tough out there.
Okay, Mark, that was a really important game when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, because a loss there would have probably put the rest of the week maybe in a little bit of jeopardy.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, we knew we had to come out and play well, and Reed and them are very good despite the record that they've had this week. So we knew we were in tough, but put together a good game. Was
there absolutely like a turning point or something in that game where you really felt that the tide had turned for you guys?
No, I don't think so. We wanted to start the game off, strong, and I don't think we've been doing that the first few games. So I think the first couple ends we, got a good force and then got 2. I think that really helped our momentum.
And you talk about Reed and his record right now, and that just says a lot about really the teams that are here in general. Like even though regardless of the record, there's no free space necessarily. Can you just talk a little bit about the importance of that heading into the last few days here, or the last day rather?
Yeah, every team here has got a chance to win. You play this event 4 times, you might get 4 different winners. So, turn this around next week and play the exact same teams, and Reed and them could be 4-0 right now. So, it's the nature of the beast, and it's the sport of curling.
I know playoffs are a little ways away right now, and you like to think about it one game at a time, but you as a skip had a really good opportunity, and back into 2016, how important would it be for you to make a run back to there and maybe get a little bit of a redemption?
Yeah, I mean, any event you go into, you're looking to make it to the final, give yourself a chance to win. So I don't think it changes anything. We've got a tough game tonight before we can even look any further than that. So one game at a time right now.
Carrie, congratulations. That's a huge win. There's just been so much precision and great shot making from your team this week. What's really been working for you guys?
We've just stayed with it and stayed with the process, and we're exhausted. We've played 3 games back to back to back, so we've done it twice this week. So it's really got to get some rest tonight. It's nice to have an evening off, have a supper finally. But yeah, it's a grind.
How fun has this event been for you? I've noticed that there's been a lot of family and friends and a lot of people here for you personally. And it's just kind of a new, or maybe an exciting step for you and a new team. So there's a lot of news and a lot of firsts here. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
It's so nice to have your family come out and somewhere close so they can come out and watch and support you. Usually all our events are a little further away, so you don't get to make it all the time, but it means the world to have them here. I wish my girls could be here with me this week. Unfortunately, they're not, but yeah.
And this week, you guys have managed to close out a lot of weekends. Is there anything different about this one, just given the format and all the teams and all the competition that are here this week?
Well, the competition is really strong. You have to bring your A game every single game. We got off to a bit of a slow start, and we've been picking it up ever since, which is key.
And again, like you really picked it up with a score of 4, I believe it was, here to really get yourself back into that. Can you talk a little bit about that end and how it helped rebound and reshape that game?
Yeah, I had a few shots early, which I was kicking myself in the butt for. I had 2 nose hits for 2 and just kind of overthrew them a little bit, and the ice wasn't as forgiving tonight. But that 4 was key because it gave us back those 2 points that we needed. So, yeah, it was a big end, and the girls made lots of nice draws, and yeah, it just developed with a nice 4.
Great game, Caitlin. Congratulations. That was a really important one. Can you just talk about how important it is really to maintain pace right now, first in the top of the division?
For sure. Honestly, it's such a tough field, and every game matters. And we are getting close to the end of the round robin, so that was an important one for us to hang in there and try and get that W.
And can you talk a little bit about the turning point in that game, which was that big end right near the end? How did that shape up, and what did it do for, I guess, the confidence going forward for the rest of that game?
Yeah, going into the ninth end, we kind of said either we're happy with a blank or try and get multiple points. And so we played it a little conservative, and thankfully we got a few good angles early in the end and then made some good shots to be able to sit a few. And we got lucky. Casey's last shot came up a little bit late, and we had that draw for 4.
So you've seen next door that Laura still gave Carrie a great game, and that's who you guys are going to be up against tomorrow. So can you just talk about the importance of really closing out strong for tomorrow in the final game?
For sure. Team Walker Crockers. they're a great team, and they have nothing to lose. So they always play well against us, and we'll have to bring our A game.
It can be a little scary when a team has nothing to lose when they're playing, eh?
Absolutely. You kind of just go out there and play free, and you keep learning what the ice is doing, and you just try and keep going forward. So we'll have to bring our best.
Brad, there's just something really exciting to watch your team when you guys are on a roll. Can you talk about what's been working for you this week?
Oof, what's been working? You're making me think here after a really tough grind of a game. But I think some of the things that we're working on are just clicking. And things that we keep talking about over and over again are patience, being precise, good communication. I think just staying in the moment. We really came in here without any expectations either, especially since we have, Mark filling in. We just wanted to come out here and have as much fun as possible and make a ton of shots, and that's what we're doing.
A grind is really the best way of describing that game, especially in that final end. Can you talk about how it was leading up and how you decided to play that final shot there for the win?
Yeah, that was a grind. Both teams. I think we were just trading mistakes, trading missed opportunities kind of back and forth. We were fortunate enough to have the hammer going to the last end, and once again, patience, I think, really paid off there. We decided to put another one in on Mark's last just to give us a chance to have as many yellows in the rings as possible, and you never know what can happen sometimes. Fortunately, where John's last one ended up gave us a chance at that in-off. There was really no other shot, no other decision. It was there for the win, and didn't throw it as good as I wanted to be honest. Kicked out a little wide, had to pitch it in a hair, but Mark made a great line call, just an all-around great team shot.
This win now puts you in the final. What is your focus going forward now, and how does it feel to be in that position that you wanted to?
Yeah, it's awesome to be in the final. Unbelievable. We've played in this event numerous times. We've been to the final. It's a big event, and we're really pleased with our record to this point and to be in the final. I think we're going to go out tonight, play as hard as we can. I know everybody's pretty tired. This is a long, grueling week. This is the first time any of us have played 5 Rock Rule 10 ends. It's tough. So we're going to really cherish the 48 hours off or whatever and really rest up and relax and be energized for the final.